Hello, team here, Keyboard Exchange. We just wanted to send our thoughts and prayers out to all the people in New Caledonia, especially our friend Michel Bebebig. So he's been a good friend of ours, and we also want to mention, all the duress that's going on out there. So some hard times. Michael's not able to play out as much right now, or at all. It's pretty bad over there with the riots. So if you have heard Michael's music, he has some new albums coming out, and if you can support him, that would be great for him. Do you have anything to add?
Absolutely, and I'm sure Grant will have something to add as well. You know, Michel Bebebig, when he first visited us in the United States, was maybe 40 years ago, and or 35 or 40 years ago. And when he came, he flew for 22 hours, and he stayed for a week. And he picked out an organ that was a twin brother to this one.
Oh, wow.
And he's still using it. He thinks it's the most fabulous instrument he ever bought. And then he came back a second time. We spent time with Gary in our electronics shop, because in New Caledonia, it's kind of like a smaller island country off the coast of Australia. They didn't have an organ technician there at all, so Michael had to teach himself all the stuff that you've spent years learning, but he had Gary to give him the basics, and then he just did like you. He studied, and he found out how to maintain his own instrument, and anytime he had a question or needed a part, he knew who to call. But to Rodney's point, we want to wish our best to all of the people in New Caledonia and pray that some resolution will be found to the problems there. It's really a very serious problem. Grant, I think you've read a little bit about it, haven't you?
Well, I don't know anything about the current problems there. I have been there a few times.
They speak French there, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, you say you've been there?
Yeah, I've been a few times.
Okay.
It's a pretty good sized island. It's not small.
Okay.
But it's a good ways off the coast of Australia. It was I believe, part of French Polynesia originally. It was a French colony. And any of those islands that were French colonies or Dutch colonies or British colonies, they've been through huge struggles over the last 200 years as they've become independent, and often, they'll go through something where they have independence and democracy for a while, and after a while, the special interests and industry start to muck things up a little bit, and things go topsy-turvy.
Michael did specifically ask us to be praying for their democracy.
Yeah, it's serious stuff. I don't know what's happening on either side of the argument right now, but it doesn't sound good.
No, it's very
we're thinking about you, Michael, and we hope everybody there is safe, and that they come to a resolution very soon.
One final point. I remember when Michael was visiting, he got to meet your grandfather, Huss, who was a World War II veteran. And I was almost shocked that Michael showed so much respect to my father, because World War II vets were stationed in his country, and protecting them from the events of World War II. So he showed the greatest respect for my father as a World War II veteran, and then they got to talk about my father's time when he was stationed there. So the United States and New Caledonia have a lot of history together, France and the United States have a lot of history together. So we just want you all to be aware, our viewers to be aware, and our best thoughts, concerns, and prayers go out to all of you in New Caledonia and anyone else in the United States that knows more about this subject. And you can get in touch with Michael through Facebook. I think he's on Facebook, isn't he, Rodney?
Yep, Michel Bebebig.
Yeah, Michel Bebebig. You can send wishes to him. And he's maybe the best Hammond organ player I've ever met in terms of the way he plays his bass pedals.
Certainly the best in New Caledonia.
Well, yes. But if I compare him to everybody I've ever known in the world, he's right up there in the top 10.
Wow.
I've never seen anybody with fancier footwork than him. Although Randolph is... he's up in that top 10 too, from my point of view,
Yeah, of course.
Well, anyway, thanks for your time and attention, folks, and send this to your friends. Share with your friends, because democracy in New Caledonia is an issue, and it's at stake, and it depends on the support of the rest of the people in this world. So God bless you all. Take care. Thanks for watching our video, and thank you also for helping keep the Hammond Tone Wheel B3 organ alive. We couldn't do all this work that we do here without you. And it would also help greatly if you could subscribe, like, ask for notifications for when we have new videos. That would be a big help for us. So we thank you once again. I'm signing off for now, but we will be back.